Hey there, Hollywood fans. Welcome to our first on-shoot event production for the season. 2026 is going to be an absolute banger. It's going to be off the hook. Me and the boys are going to be out there chasing the cheese at the GXCCs, the farm jams. We're going to be hitting a lot of motocross events and a lot of the enduros. But right here, right now, it's going to go down. Round one of the GXCCs at the classic race venue of Fochville. And it's going to be hot, hot, hot as we get ready to kick off the season. Brother, first, congrats on the ride, and how are you feeling in the season for the setup?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm happy to have a new team to ride with. I thank my dad, my mom, everybody who helped me get here.
Tell me, how much seat time have you had on the new sled? Because I know they came in a little bit tight for the season.
Yeah, it's a very good bike and it's very fast.
Right, here we go again. Fochville, what are you feeling like?
Yeah, it's nice. I hope I can get a win today. I'm going to try my best and yeah, we'll see what the bike does.
Cool thing is, comfortable on the bike. Team picked you up again, so you know what's happening.
Yeah, I know what's happening.
What about the competition on the gates though? Because every season we get a couple of motocross guys coming in. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a couple of fast riders that I'm going to have a challenge with, but yeah, we'll see.
Brother, amazing end of the season last year. Are we going to take that pace forward into this year?
We're going to take the same pace. Safety is the first thing that we have to do today, and just enjoy the race. You know, it's a big class today, so yeah.
I mean, we were worried about the quads last year. They've come back.
Everybody's back, so good race and good competition. That's what I'm looking for.
Brother, here we go, GXCC season once again, and the quads have come on swinging this year.
Yes, no, I'm actually happy to be back. Couldn't wait for the season to start. Changing up to Q1 this year on the 450. But yeah, I see there's a lot of new guys on the gate as well. So looking forward to it.
Tell me about Fochville. This time of year, we thought we'd have the rains. I haven't seen the rain for a while now.
Yeah, look, I'm so happy it didn't rain. I'll rather choose the dust before I take the mud or jet ski racing. But I'm happy the copy is not in. And I think today is going to be fun.
Quads are ready, rock and roll, locked and loaded, as well as our junior races. The quads are going to be opening up the big track, a 50-kilometer loop in the scorching heat for round number one. Flatland, grassland, a little bit of mealies, and we're expecting big times to come in for the quaddies. Super chuffed that they're not going to go out on the copy this time around, but that also means they're going to be burning up high speed in the lowland, grasslands, and the mealie fields around the classic race venue of Fochville. And for the juniors, a perfect 20-kilometer lap is what is going to be out front for them. So many of the juniors moving and shaking this year as well. So no doubt one or two repeat champions this year, but also a couple of new bloods coming in. Great numbers in the morning session for the quads and our junior races to kick things off for what is going to be a spectacular season in 2026 at the GXCCs. Let's go out there and climb the ladders. Modest numbers this time around on the 50cc gate, where we saw 5 of the very best go out there. Taylor DeVette, Kotso Hein, one of the most popular riders out there, and then Janus Ekstein got himself up there into the dice for the top 3 placings. Himself and Elsie Lubber were all over each other until Lubber pulled the pin and got a little bit of an advantage over the rest of the field. But it's the reigning champion, once again, Blake Kruger, who hammers the nail, looking to defend his title picked up last year. On the 65cc Pros, Cameron Hein was down there in a number 6 ride, getting 4 laps under his belt. Klein Shane Nienauber rocking his way up to a number 5, also going to be a threat as he develops throughout the season. Zach Treadway and Liam Sturley getting onto the lead lap with 5 under their belt, with Rogan Matthews into a number 2. But it was the breakout superstar getting picked up by the factory squad. Ulrich Sturley for Sigma Fix. Torcraft Yamaha rewards them with his first victory of the season. In the junior 85s, where it is going to be wild racing because we've got a lot of big swingers, a no-show this time around. Seb Nell into a number 6, Malitsani to a number 5, Julian Vanderberg strong enough for a top 4, and high behind gets it done into a number 3. Alexander Nemeth so good off the gate and also rocks his way to a number 2 spot. And then the powerhouse riding for Pick and Pay White River, Volko Deploy, gets his number off the mark. In the senior 85s, Troy Coop, the champion coming out of the rookies from last year, moves up into the pro category for the season. 6th first time out, just behind Hanru Rust. and Kanye Masito. Lawrence Erasmus was a big surprise at the opener, getting himself into a number 2 spot, and no surprise to see the former champion and reigning champion Roald Potgieter get it done for Sigma Fix Torquecraft Yamaha. That's 2 for the factory Yamaha boys in the morning session.
Yeah, it was nice. The dust was hard, but yeah, the track was nice, yeah. Again, thanks. I just want to say thanks to Harry and all my sponsors, Sigma Fix and Torquecraft Yamaha Racing and Pirelli. Yeah, it was nice, fast, flowy, little bit sketchy, but yeah, it was very fun.
Where do you think you made time on the other guys? Where do you think you were faster than everyone else?
I think on the straight.
Not too far off the win was Lawrence Erasmus.
Yeah, it was great. The track was rough. It was a little bit of everything, and I had a fun day. I'm going to try to wrap up the championship and try my best. I'm moving up to the 85s next year, so
Number 2 spot goes to
do good there as well.
Blakey, race number 1 and win number 1 in the books. Take us through your day. How'd it go?
Good. It's very twisty and turny, and it's pretty bumpy as well.
What about the setup on the bike coming into this year? Obviously, a lot of guys on your gates as well.
Yeah, not too much, but it's definitely kind of hard competition.
What is it, one more season on the 50s before you move up, and then where do we go from there?
We go to 65s, and yeah.
Let's confirm those numbers then. Potgieter on the top step in the Pro Senior 85s ahead of Erasmus, Masito, Rust and Cooper, the big swingers as we look forward into the rest of the season. For the Junior 85s, the powerhouse that is Wilco Deploy, he's going to be challenged throughout the year by Nemeth, Hein Vanderberg and Moletsani. Nel, Jordan and Levy take us to the magical top 8. And then into the Pro 65s, this is going to be a story. Sturley running away with the trophy at round number 1 ahead of Matthews, Sturley, Treadway, Nienhauber and Hein. And the Pro 50s, the reigning champ, looking to go for a 2-for-1 special coming out of 25 and 26. Kruger on the top step ahead of Lubber, Eckstein, Hein and DeVette. Catch our breath and go out onto the big 50k lap with the quads. The ladies, as well as the rest of the quaddies, giving us one of our best quad entries ever on the GXCCs for the last 5 seasons. Simon into a number 5. Into the top 4 was Beneke Fari, and then Liesl Simon, the classic racers inside the top 3 as always. Liesl Simon elbows up with Danielle Esterhazen and Celeste Berger, all duking it out for the top placings this time around. It was Celeste Berger that got the numbers going. She loved the flat-out high-speed layout of round number 1 and even 1 or 2 little misprints on the course. She was able to recover and still hammer the nail on the girls to stand on the top step coming out of Fochville. In the quad veterans, modest numbers this time around. Isaiah Engelbrecht got 2 laps under his belt to tag a number 3 ride. The main man out of EMD QCon Racing, Darby DeVette, always with a smile on his face, had to settle for a number 2 spot this time around. Hardly any moisture for the quad guys to handle, and they came back with great feedback. Tony DeSantos continues his run of great form at the end of last year to open up shop with a win at round number 1. The Quad Masters gave us huge entries. Steph Bester, the reigning champion, he had a big crash early on and had to limp it home to a number 6. That gave Rossi DeSantos and Fernando DeSantos a number 4 and a number 5 ride respectively. Fernando, a little overshoot, but still able to recover into a number 4 ride. Nelson Leslie records his best start to a GXCC championship with 3 laps under his belt and a number 3 finish. And Karamba Jabi continues his great run of form. Number 2 spot, he'll be happy with that one. Francois Smallberger, after getting the job done at the end of last season in the Q1s, comes back down into the Masters and hammers the field to take his opening victory. Up the road then into the big bangers, into the Q2s and the Q1s. This time around, great numbers on the gate. TJ DeSantos gets the best start to his finish. Jaco Muller and Rion Dick had problems and had to get towed in. That left Clinton Rass into a number 4, JJ Baitenbach into a number 3, and then one of the big surprises of the opening round was Marcel Kutsia getting a great ride under his belt, getting the big Honda up into a number 2 ride. But the former multiple GXCC and National Quad Racing champion Hannah Simon was back onto the hybrid for QCon EMD Racing and never saw anyone's wheel after the flag drop. Into the Q1s, big story was again numbers on the gate. where we had Marius Lombard into a number 6 and Vessels into a number 7. That gave us new blood as well. Mikkel Perez into a number 5, Tian Wolfort to a number 4. David Hollis, the pre-race favourite, had problems late on in the race. Had to settle for a number 3 ride, but he's a big player in the championship. And then the Kutzer boys for Megs Racing. Sean Kutzer and Tinas getting the job done in the 1s and 2s. Sean into a number 2 spot. Tinas takes the opening round win. Back onto the 450, back on to the Q1 gate.
Yeah, no, look, I thought to myself over the racing break that, the stupid things we do at our age, and then I thought maybe I must just back down a little bit and just calm down with the stupid stuff and take it easy. So yeah, that was the decision behind it. So yeah, but yeah, all good. Went well today. It was tough, very tough. Especially for the first race of the season, it was so choppy with the fell sections. But yeah, we made it, and but it went well. Good, thanks. Yeah, well, we want to thank our pit crew for looking after us, and Gravel Pit, our sponsor. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yes, it was rough, It was really rough. I had on the first lap into 10Ks, I had a flat wheel on the front side. Yeah, it was very rough. So yeah, second lap, just wait with it. Yeah, but it was nice. It was like a track.
Let's confirm those numbers then. Tinas Kutzer back onto the little bike, as he says, beating out brother Sean. Hollis will come back swinging in the rest of the season. He beats out Wolfart, Perez, Lombard and Vessels. Q2s, the familiar name of Hannah Simon steps to the top step once again ahead of Kutsia, Baitenbach, Russ, DeSantos, Moller and Dick. Into the Masters, Francois Smallberger back where he wants to be at the top step. Jobby, Leslie, DeSantos and Vesta will be picking up the pieces going forward into round number 2. And the quad veterans, Tony DeSantos takes first blood, beating out his warhorse friend on the gate, Darby DeVet and Isaiah Engelbrecht. For the ladies, it's going to be a Megs versus QCon EMD championship. Berger takes first blood ahead of Esterhazen and Simon with 3, and Simon riding out our top 5. That was the morning session. Get ready for the pro bikes in the afternoon. Always great to arrive at GXCC Round number 1 and pick up on the stories of chopping and changing in the pits and layout before we go racing. Let's go and do the pit walk.
Brian, welcome to the GXCCs. Wayne's always so good at bringing on new partners. Tell me how you're feeling coming into this one.
Yeah, a little bit nervous, Matt. I mean, I'm used to the rocks. Figured I'd change it up this year, and Wayne's given me the opportunity to join the Bikers Warehouse team. So yeah, first one in a long time for me. We'll see how it goes. Speed and dust, not used to it.
Drickus, one of the kings of the 125s. Last year, a little bit of time on the 250. You ready for this one?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, just move up to the 250 this year. I think it's going to be better for me and my weight with the 250. Yeah, I'm excited. It's a bit hard today, so I think my fitness is ready for this race. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Arguably one of the best starters in the business. Ty, is it the kiss of death again?
We'll see. Hopefully this year we're going to have a little bit more luck on my side. It's been a nice, healthy December, some good time off. Super excited. The bike looks absolutely fantastic now. We've got some new guys behind us this year. I'm really stoked to get going.
So you got a freshie, and the first thing you said on social media was, feels the same as last year.
Yeah, luckily nothing's really changed on the bike, so it's a few clickers and bike's as good as it was last year. These Yamahas are absolutely amazing straight out the box.
A few kids coming up from the juniors and a couple of motocross crossovers, so always going to be some new blood on the gate.
Yeah, I'm always for it. The more entries, the more talent. It always feels good to win against a stacked field, so I'm looking forward to the competition, and yeah, I'm just excited to go racing again. It feels like it's been a while.
As always, with a new season, new ventures, but similar faces. Maddie, tell me about the new team.
Yeah, and I'm stoked to be with the Besters and under Bandit and Roost. So no, it's good for the year. I'm still on the 350 for the first race, so going to be a little bit down on the 01 gate, but looking forward to it. It's going to go bang some bars with the cars, and yeah, it's going to be a good year.
Curvis, from your side, you've been on a burner end of last year, and even a little bit of Supercross last weekend. You've got to be feeling strong.
And I did some fitness to the end of the year, so I feel strong. Hopefully the bike also feel strong. I haven't ridden in them in a while, so yeah, thanks to Bandit and Roost also, and then all the other people that hope to be at the end of the race.
We'll keep an eye on the Bandit boys. It's going to be a banger season. All right, Derek, 2026, here we go again.
Yeah, no, Matt, we had a long off season. Didn't feel that long. Now we're here, but yeah, we some new machines. So looking forward.
Tell me about the gate though. Everyone seems to be very hungry to race this year.
No, yeah, the gate is full of a lot of fast people. So yeah, we're gonna enjoy it. Don't want to hurt ourselves on the first race. We're on a fast bike now, and my arms are already a little bit longer than last year.
Scotty, nice and skinny, fit and ready for the new season.
Yeah, no, obviously coming off a eventful off season. Obviously I would have liked to have done a bit more riding, but a little bit of border issues prevented that. But ultimately I had fun in the off season. First off season I'm not injured or trying to recover, so that was a big benefit. Got to keep the fitness up, got to ride a little bit, but yeah, obviously new year, new team, new me, and yeah, hopefully we bring the same results as last year and we keep fighting up front. But yeah, today is a bit of a warm one, so we've got the sun to play with at the beginning of the year, not the rain, so it's a bit of a different one from last year. But yeah, overall really happy to be back racing. But yeah, ultimately this year the dream is now to try and get to the big desert, go and do Dakar. Obviously we've got to do some qualifying rallies before that, but yeah, that's my plan for 2026. So yeah, I think that's the goal and we'll work towards that, but ultimately use all of the racing and riding down here as training and preparation for that.
Matty, here we go, another season, and it's going to be a banger, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be a banger match. Yeah, looking forward to it. I'm blessed to be back on the Sigma Fix Talkcraft Yamaha team. Yeah, going to be a great season. Looking forward to it. First race today. It's a big one, but yeah, using it as some testing, obviously. We'd like to try to get the win. We'll see how the day comes. But yeah, got to give a big thanks to all of our sponsors, 32GR, Fox, Pirelli, Motul, Talkcraft, Sigma Fix, just everyone in my corner. Thank you so much for this year. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can start this year out with a bang.
The course, it's going to be dry, hard packed today. It's going to be dusty. Normally by this stage of the year, we're going to be swamp racing, but I think it's going to be dust bowl today.
Yeah, last time I raced, the first time I ever raced actually was at the end of 2024. I just joined the team just to do a GXCC and it was very, very muddy. But yeah, I think today is going to be quite dusty. So start's going to be very important, and yeah, looking forward to getting out there, hopefully pulling that whole shot, and then just riding my own race would be good.
No one's seen a drop of rain in Fochville for well over a week, so everyone knows this is going to be whole shot racing. Got to get the numbers out front, and everyone was desperate to get that whole shot clear air, but only one person could get that job done. On the Pro 1 gate, it was Maddie Milan, meaning that everyone else was going to be chasing into the dust. The great story of round number 1 of the GXCCs was just under 240 riders across the junior, quads and the seniors. The seniors in the afternoon, the race was locked at a 4-lapper race, so everyone knew there was a solid 2.5 hours of hammer time up the road ahead of them. The quads had cleaned up the track nicely, so prime conditions for the bikes for the afternoon session, but it was going to be hot. For the ladies' gate, Zaria Furi was back with us once again, the Middelburg powerhouse rider on the Yamaha, getting it done. And Megan Duplessis has definitely put in some time in the off-season as she climbs up a ladder into a top 4 to kick off the beginning of the season. The top 3 are going to be the ones that we keep an eye on for the championship, where Caitlin Pretorius is back with us from a full season of motocross racing. She takes down a number 3. Brooklyn Milford was back on the 4-stroke into a number 2. And Twane Tiempont on the Yami. The 125 hits the top step and takes down the opening round win. In the OL4s, we're going to see some new champions here as well, as a lot of riders have moved up onto the pro gates. Luan Taylor was a number 5, Edwin Brewer to a number 4, and Josh Fotheringham has the best start to his season into a number 3 ride. He'll be happy with that. Alex Cooper was up the road from him on the 137, as a lot of these riders feel each other out and understand the setup going forward. Massive surprise on the season after 2 years of not racing with us at the GXCCs. Ulrich Furi takes down the opening round win in the OR4 Pro-Ams. Senior Pro-Ams is also going to see a new champion this year, as the reigning champion Richard Hine has moved up into the Pro category. That's going to leave a number 5 to Peter Van Sale. Abram Kurabali, strong on the gate last year, strong start to this season as well with a number 4 finish. Medium size, Nienaber is up there. Shane gets it done into a number 3 ride with Alex Breuter in second, and Russ Van Gool, a Pro-Am factory racer last year and now ages out into Senior Pro-Ams and takes the win. OR3 Pro-Ams, the wildest gate out there as well. So much talent, and a lot of these riders will be moving up into the pro category for next year. Matches Tiempont takes down a number 5 ride with Estienne Kutzer into a number 4. Francois Stradom impressed with a number 3, and Eric Kutz puts his name up there as a championship player, but it was Chris Holmser Jr. who has put in a solid off-season to take the opening round win on his gate. The OR2 Pro-Ams, modest numbers this time around, where Leonard van der Berg got 1 lap under his belt and gets credited with a number 4 ride. Donny Bloom, when Goon Show lost his peak early on, 3 laps under the belt for him. 3rd place, Stefan van der Klerk was into a number 2 ride, and Lo Pretorius, the brother of C.D. Gerson, gets his opening round win at the GXCC's 2025 Pro Ladies Champion. Bianca Edwards moves up into the OR1 Pro-Ams and takes down a number 5 at the first time of asking. Jean-Ray van der Merwe was up the road from her into a number 4, and Nathan Minnie on the Big 5 Honey gets a number 3 ride. Good start to his campaign. Losing out in the last couple of kilometers, actually, to Graham Engelbrecht. He wasn't too happy about having to take that back, but it was Xander Myberg on the VW Mastercars Hatfield 5 Honey that takes down the first win. He's going to be tough to beat this season.
Sure. Where can I start? I got a good start. I got whole short. I lead the lap, and then on my second lap, I fell really, really hard in a mud section. I little misjudged it and went flying and dived into a mud puddle. But for the race was good. It was nice and twisty, a little bit straight, and a lot of bumpy sections. It was good.
What a kick off to the season, eh?
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say thank you to Linux and Yamaha, everyone. Just want to say thank you for making this happen. Yeah.
Twane finding the only bit of mud out there. Let's go through the shopping list then. Pro-Ams, OR1, Myberg beats out Engelbrecht and Minnie, with van der Merwe and Edwards breaking her way inside the top 5. Great ride for our reigning ladies champion. OR2 Pro-Ams, Lo Pretorius, de Klerk, Blum and van der Berg. We're looking to see more riders on that gate when we go forward into round number 2. OR3 Pro-Ams, Chris Holmser Jr. Breakout ride for the tall, rangy rider as he hammers a nail on Kurt Stradom, Kutzer and Tienpont. And then Senior Pro-Ams, Russ Van Gool finally arrives into the age group categories, beating out on Grota, medium-sized Neenaber, Kurabali and Van Sale. And then OR4's Ulrich van Asviken back with us with a bang. Stands on the top step at round number 1, beating out on Cooper, Fotheringham, Brewer, Taylor and Hatting. And of course, the ladies, Twane Tienpont sets her stall out, putting 2 minutes into her closest rival, Lilford, Pretorius, Duplessis, Furry and Gower. Next up, we move forward into our wild bunch in the age group categories, starting things out with the veterans. Brian Walker turned up and got 2 laps under his belt, trying to get onto the back wheel of Mark Nell. Both of those riders duking it out, separated by less than a minute. The top 3 riders will be the championship runners. Dick Bessinger was there into a number 3 ride, not too far off the back wheel of Johan Furry, but the reigning champion Lars Brandlin starts as he finished last year with yet another win. For the Masters category, quite a few names missing in this one, but at round number 2 and 3 we'll expect to see bigger numbers coming through. Jason Fraser 2 laps under his belt to a number 5. Francois Bosch was there, Conrad Sieber into a number 3 ride, and then Ian Fenter for VW Mastercars Hatfield got himself up there within sight of the podiums. Number 2 spot for him. Wayne Farmer still with a niggling injury on the wrist, still able to get the job done and take the opening round win. Senior Pros is going to be an eye-watering gate this time around. Sean Badenhorst, Gerard Foster moves up now onto the Pro Gate, onto a number 4 ride. The reigning Pro-Am senior champion, Richard Hine, gets down to a number 3. But it was once again Yanni Potkida and Marco Cocci going hammer and nail. Cocci had the best of Potkida this time around, but it could tighten up as the season goes on. For now, Cocci takes first blood. High school is going to be an interesting one as well. The top runners will be big threats, but there's a lot of talent coming through the ranks moving out of the Pro 85s. Liam Skippers was a number 5. Takeng Marahi off an 85 and moves up now for his first year on a 125. Going blue this year. Jaden Els, a former multiple junior champion, into a number 3. And then our top 2 runners, Franco Furry has his best start to a season, moving in the off-season to the Moto Klerksdorp's Yamaha racing squad. And then Mr. 125, Murray Man. Murray Smith continues to dominate.
Murray Man, same story as always, but yeah, you're going to have to get some mirrors now. This is going to be a tight one.
Yeah, it was a very tight race, very hot. You had to really preserve your energy and just do your best to be strategic. It's not about burning yourself out in the first lap and then not being able to do anything if someone catches up behind. So I paced myself and it worked out well. Came out with a win and yeah, couldn't be happier. Can't thank my dad, Uncle Harry and Yamaha South Africa for what they do for me.
Try and take me through the track. It was a tough one to start things off, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a bit of everything. Lots of rocks, a bit of mud here and there. Very, very bumpy, especially at the end, and it worked you so much.
Franco, wild day, and yeah, this 125 championship is going to be a big one this year. You can see it, eh?
Yo, it was a very hard day today. I fell on the first lap. There's a guy that was in front of us. Then my gear level bent back, and then I tried my hardest to catch up, and I managed to catch up the second. On the last lap I saw Murray, and then just gave me all, but he's a well done team. He was moving a lot. Yeah, he was fast. But it was a hard day, but well done to GXCC. It was a very nice track, and yeah, thanks a lot for them. And I just want to give a very big thanks to Liat and Motos and Mbiu for everything they do for me, and my mom and dad.
I think you must do that right.
Kochi, I thought it was your lighties that were good at swimming, bro.
Oh, shoes. I'll take it. I'll take it, man.
Tell me about your day, boy.
First and foremost, man, just got to say thank you to the Lord. That was an incredible race, and yeah, all the glory to him. Without him, I don't think we would have got this right. Secondly, to the rest of the crew, I mean, from Harry, Shimwells, Yamaha, putting this all together. Man, it was fantastic. All our sponsors, just looking after us today, but sure, but it's hot. And yeah, what a racetrack, man. Well done to Vion again. Putting together a great show. Got off the line, great. Had some, me and Yadi had our typical ding-dong through the hay bales, and yeah, I overshot. And yeah, once we got into P1, then we held him there, and yeah, gapped the rest of the guys. Had a lot of clear air for the first lap, and I think we made a good gap. And yeah, just had to bring it home, take it easy, nice and slow. And yeah, no, that was honestly one of the best races. But Vion, thank you for kilometer 45. I will never forget kilometer 45 for the rest of my life. So yeah, but other than that, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, loved it.
Buenos, another day, another dollar, and an incredible first round.
Yeah, that was hectic, but that was in your face the whole way. No time to rest, choppy, bumpy, everything, twisty, turny, dust though, hectic. But good to get to the finish. I'm very blessed to be here.
I think everyone's been measuring their fitness. No one knows until round one.
100%, did you never know. You think you're training hard until you get to a race like this, and you reckon, let's get back to the drawing board and work some more.
Where's that rain, Wayne?
Yeah, I was praying for it and I saw the clouds come out. Come on. But anyway, we all here safe and everything, safe and sound. But yeah, really, really great race.
Just take us through the lap, and obviously with your experience, how does this one measure up? That was a tough start, eh?
Yeah, there was a tough start. When Vion said, listen, it's quite flowy and everything, now I'll go chat to him now. But it's like you're riding against the grain of the terrain the whole time. So it's just choppy in your face. So you have to be alert all the way. And when you're catching the guys and the dust is there, you have to just be very, very smart about it. But yeah, get to the end. We must know when to close the throttle when there's too much dust, but otherwise we're good.
Let's confirm those numbers then. Murray Man on the top step, but check out the time gap. Franco Ferri came on like a freight train late on. That's going to be a wild championship. Els, Marahi, Skippers, Ferri, Kasipo and Marahi. And then in senior pros, Kochi takes first blood against his sparring partner, Potkita. Hein is going to be a threat though. Great move up in his debut year on the pro gate to a third spot. Farmer steps up onto the number one plate once again. Fenter, Sieba, Bosch and Fraser, but we're expecting some big players to come back into the Masters Championship at round number 2. For the veterans, it's Lars Brandlin, the reigning multiple champion on the Veterans Gate, where once again he beats out on Ferri, Bessinger, Nell and Walker. Hold your breath, it gets wild now into the pro categories. multiple seasons on the OR4 gate, and the reigning champion now moves up into the pros. Jake the Snake into a number 5, not too far off the back wheel of Tyron Beverly. Great gate, but lost some time out there with his strategy, dropping down to a number 4. Eric Merry is back full-time with Bikers Warehouse onto the 250, where he is super comfortable. A massive story in this gate was Derek Van Asperken coming back to GXCCs and taking down a number 2 spot, and Curbis Bester, even though he was frying his brakes the whole way through the race, was able to give Bandit Graphics Racing their first win of the season. In the OR2 Pros, Xander King, an amazing season last year, starts off with a number 5. Vernon Ordia takes Beta to their first top 5 of the season in the cross-country world. Timmy Black from KZN Racing comes back with us once again to take down a number 3. And Thor Johnson, with a multi-contract this year, motocross and cross-country, takes down a number 2 spot on the Yummy. But Ruben Peters is the man to beat at the moment as he hammers the Bikers Warehouse Husky to a top step. It was the return of Adriano Catalano, former multiple GXCC champion. He was just off the back wheel of Johnny Be Good. John Puerta putting together his own racing program with fast KTM and CW suspension. Third spot this time around was Derek Karam, moving up onto the 450 gate. An incredible ride into the third spot. Scotty H also getting picked up in the off-season by the Bikers Warehouse Factory Husky, had to settle for a number 2 spot as the advantage and clear air was that of Maddie Milan. The wild rider on the Yamaha put on a showpiece ride to take down victory number 1 of the season.
Maddie, I'm going to jump in on this one. I know you're absolutely deep fried. Tell me about the conditions today.
Feeling good actually. I could do another 2 laps, I reckon. Actually, yeah. No, it was a good race. Pirelli tires hooked up off the start, got the whole shot, and man, just rode my own race today. Just kind of wanted to just be consistent, smooth. The track was very flat, so it's pretty difficult to be a lot faster than the guys. You got to pick your areas where you were quicker and where you could push, and you had to pick areas where you had to chill and relax. So stoked, man. Great start to the year. Big thanks to Sigma Fix, Tourcraft Racing, Yamaha. Yeah, we got up to a blinder, and I just put my head down and just rode consistently. But yeah, fitness feels good. Feel like I could do another 2 hours. So big thanks to everyone: Pirelli, Motul, Acerbis, Tourcraft, Sigma Fix, my boss Harry. He's here. It's the first one that he's been at that I've won, so it's special. It's a good one. Let's keep the ball rolling.
Scotty H, dude, what a story. It's going to come down to that, isn't it? Whoever gets the whole shot, that seems to be the key.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was a bit hesitant on the start, like put my hand down, but then I reset and then Vian dropped the flag. So I was a bit of a mess on the start. But anyway, it took a while to get past Derek. He was riding really well. And then Maddie, by that stage, had a bit of a gap, and then I tried to close in. But obviously, you know, with this racing, dust is a big factor. But ultimately, I put in 4 good laps. I was really chuffed with my riding. And I think it's a good way to start the year. Put some good points on the board. Obviously, Maddie's going to be a tough guy to beat this year, but we're going to give it our all and make sure that we're fighting up front every race. But yeah, I can't give it up to everyone in the team, to my parents, to Cycle Work Suspension. We're going to get some testing done now and get the bike settled a bit more. And yeah, obviously give it up to Kev for prepping the bike and everything. So yeah, we look forward to a good year and a good year with the team.
D, are your arms longer now?
Yes, much longer. Yeah, it was a good day out. It got a little bit rough and very dusty. So yeah, glad to be safe. That's all.
First rider on the 450 on the podium, you've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my riding, and I kept it clean, made the minimal mistakes, and yeah, try to keep my head down and focus as much as I can.
Johnny B, I tell you what, that was a wild day, and on a stack gate like that, like you said, 4th is pretty solid.
Yeah, 4th, not too bad. I'm in one piece. Good way to start the season, so that's lekker. Yeah, geez, the start was insane. Got out, was in about 4th or 3rd at a stage and made a mistake, and Peter and Derek passed me, and yeah, we just kept it there. It was super slick with all the grass. But yeah, it was a good day.
It's going to be a year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a good year. Tough year, but I think yeah, it's always tough, and the best guy will win. So I think yeah, so it's work now and work hard, and it's going to be good the next one. And yeah, just thank you to my sponsors, Fast. I'm racing Fast this year, the Cycle Works, Alpine Star, and Talkcraft, and everyone else. Thank you.
Sands, dude, what a round number 1, eh?
Yes, this was hectic. Dust. And freaking whoops. Who would have guessed like a million and of grassland as whoops, like a motocross track the entire freaking 4 laps. It's insane. Arms shattered. But I must say, like, I give it up to CycleWorks. Yes, Justin, man for the job. Definitely, definitely.
Just try and take us through your day. It looked like it was a bit of a journey.
Yes, yeah, it was. Journey is an understatement. I had a really bad start, so I had to fight from the back. Don't even know where we placed, but it was really good. One by one, ticked the guys off. I was a scary moment at some stage crossing one of the roads. I hit like a rock, but like really hard. So I was like wondering if the casing got hurt or anything like that. But all sweet, I must say. So one by one, 4 laps. Beer time.
Glad they called it a 4 lap and not a 5.
No way. 100%. We'll need to go back to the drawing board. Get some fit, definitely. But I must say, I want to give a big up to Linex Blue Crew Yamaha. They did an amazing job. Thanks for everything that they're doing for us. All the sponsors, thumbs up.
Kobus, banger overall finish and obviously a win in your class, but that was definitely a horsepower track, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, first lap it was too dusty for me and I just, Tyron was in front of me the first lap, so I just pulled back just that dust gap to be safe, and then luckily he refueled and I didn't, and then from there on I was just in front.
Tell me about the track for today. How does it measure up as a first round for the season?
Well, if you weren't fit, you weren't going to make it. Because all of these bumps and these heat, no, it was rough.
Derek, I know you're going to be wiping that dust out of your eyes for a while, but you're going to be stoked on that result, man.
Yeah, I'm very happy. It's my first time racing the 250 at the cross countries, and I just did my best and I didn't expect to do so well.
Yeah, it's been a while. 2 years ago on the 125, and yeah, 250s is slightly different.
Yeah, the 250 is way different, but it's nice. It's way faster, but yeah.
Tell me about conditions. I know it was dusty out there, but how did you guys manage?
Yo, the dust was so bad. Yo, there's a lot of places where you could see nothing, but I just went for it and got it done.
Here are the riders to watch out for the rest of the season. Then coming out of round number 1, Milan beats out on Haygate. That's going to be the big story. But Derek Karam really set his stall out, beating out Johnny B into a number 3 spot. Ruben Peters is the man to beat on the OR2 gate at the moment, with Thor Johnson coming on strong and learning at every single corner. Timmy Black in 3rd, Nordia and King take us to our top 5. And then the OR3 Pros, Kobus Bester remains the rider to beat on the 250 Pros, beating out a resurgent Van Asviken, Merry, Beverly and Pretorius. That was round number 1. We hold our breath to go forward into the rest of the season. It's a long gap until April for round number 2, but coming up next for the GXCCs is going to be them hosting the next round of the Nationals, the opening round of the Nationals at Radium on the 15th of March. We'll see you guys on the gate. So there you go. That is the first of the big shows up and out. GXCC's delivering the goods. Remember, an 8-round championship for those guys, and we'll be on the gate with you at every single round. Now, this weekend just gone was the Farm Jams. So that means we're going straight into that one. A wild month for us here at Hollywood Hills, so stay tuned.